answers. We have a lot of synonyms behind me. All different ways we can answer some questions instead of saying the same thing again and again. Let's look at this. Just a bit of extra vocabulary for you. In the blue circle, we have different ways to say the phrase I think. You can use I think. It's a perfectly good phrase. But maybe you don't want to always say I think. I think. Maybe you want to change. Use some different vocabulary. Increasing your vocabulary is a good way to speak better English. So, let's look at some examples. We have my view is the same as I think. My view is. The fact is. In my way of thinking. As I understand it, I consider. I feel. I believe. In my opinion. That's quite a lot. That's 8 different ways to say I think. Some of them are a bit long, maybe 3 and 4. In my way of thinking, that's a bit long. But number 7 and number 8, they are very common ways. Example, I think it's better to go now. Can change to, I believe it's better to go now. In my opinion, it's better to go now. So that's 3 different ways to use I think. You can change your vocabulary to sound like a very good English speaker. Try some of those out. I think, I feel, I believe, in my opinion. Because. When do we use the word because? We use that to answer question word why. Why are you late? Because there was bad traffic. Okay. We have a lot of different ways to say because. 8. Let's look at them. Orange circle. For this reason. Since. For. Thus. The reason why. Due to the fact that. As a result of. All of these mean because. That's, again, 8 different ways. English has a lot of different words, and changing your vocabulary will help improve your English. I think the most common synonym for because would be as, number 7. I was late as there was a lot of traffic. I was late because there was a lot of traffic. 8 different synonyms. Let's go to the green circle. Yes. Yes. We have a lot of different ways to say yes. Maybe you are speaking with somebody and you are saying yes, 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 yes. You can change. You do not need to say yes many times. We have 8 synonyms here for yes. Change your vocabulary. Use more synonyms. Number 1, right. Number 2, true. Number 3 is not a word, it's a noise. Can you make that? Number 4, indeed. Number 5, yep. Same as yes, but just a little bit shorter, more slangy. Again, don't use it on an exam. Yep. For outside the classroom. For sure. This is my favorite. This is the one I use all the time. I say this one maybe 100 times a day. For sure. For sure. For sure. For sure. That's a very good synonym for yes. Affirmative. Affirmative is a very serious way to say yes. Maybe not for natural spoken English. And the last one, totally. Totally we use if we really agree with somebody. For example, do you want seafood? Totally. Yes, I really do. I really want seafood. Okay, so that's 8 different ways to say yes to avoid saying yes, 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 yes. You don't want to sound like a robot. So try some of these different ways. In the purple circle, we have different ways to say you're welcome. Again, you're welcome is just a nice way in English to be polite. Somebody says, thank you, you reply, you're welcome. Now, in your job, when you're speaking English, maybe a lot of people are thanking you for your work. Maybe you don't want to say you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. Can change. Use some synonyms. Let's look. We have sure. Thanks, sure. That's okay, we can use that. Sure thing. That's probably my favorite. I say that one a lot. Thank you, sure thing, sure thing. Okay. No worries. Thank you so much. No worries. That's another way. Not at all. Thank you very much. Not at all. Same as you're welcome. Of course. Another way. Of course. Thank you. Of course. Don't mention it. Again, very polite way to say you're welcome. Mention means like speak. Don't talk about it. It's okay. Thank you so much. Don't mention it. Okay. My pleasure. Again, a very nice way to say you're welcome. Thank you so much. My pleasure. No worries. My pleasure. You're welcome. And the last one, that's all right. Thank you so much. That's all right. A lot of nice ways to say you're welcome. Using some of this different vocabulary makes you sound like a good English speaker. It makes you seem like you have a wide range of vocabulary and keeps things very interesting instead of repeating, you're welcome, yes, yes, yes. That's like robot English. The more words you know, the more confident you are when you speak English, the more natural your English sounds. So if you are saying, you're welcome, no worries, don't mention it, no problem, don't mention it, it's cool. That shows you to be a very natural, fluent speaker. Now remember, you don't need to know all of this vocabulary. It's a lot. Maybe you can challenge yourself. Maybe learn 2 or 3 phrases, new phrases, from each circle. Or even just one phrase from the blue, one phrase from the orange, one phrase from the green, and one phrase from the purple. Or 2 or 3. And if you can learn that today, try and repeat it many times so you don't forget. You have succeeded in learning some new natural spoken English. And it's so easy. Can you learn, yep, so nice and easy? Can you learn, sure thing, you're welcome, sure thing. Very easy. Just a little bit every day.